everyone, it's Alexis with Create Your Future, and we're back today with another video. And today, you guys, we have 3 success stories, and we're talking about being easy peasy with your manifesting to manifest easily. And we have Ivan joining us, who's a coach on our team. Before we get started, thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And please click the bell icon in the box below, and you get notified every time we post new videos. So Ivan, just say hello and jump in with all this juicy info.
Hi, everyone. So yeah, this week I had 3 mini success stories that were really cool to find out, because these are people who I've talked to a couple of times, but they always come to me and they're very anxious, and they're very, they're very kind of hard on themselves and kind of love being in that negative state. A lot of people tend to feel a lot of comfort when it comes to negativity because that's what they're used to. But then, once we kind of have a conversation, we know that, we have to start seeing that the negative, maybe some of the negative thoughts come to us because we're seeking answers, and we're seeking, what is it that's holding me back from my manifestation? So I always tell clients, when you get a negative thought, that is your higher self telling you, hey, this is your block. This is your area of opportunity. And this is kind of like what we actually work with, these 3 success stories. So my first success story was, I had this client who I've been speaking to for a couple of weeks, and she is very, very hard on herself, extremely hard on herself. And I remember from the first to now, there was this mega shift that I'm really happy to see. And it's like every time I have a conversation with her, like her smile just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And one of the things that she wanted was she wanted to make more of, create more stronger relationships with friends, people from work. And she was actually going for an internship that she really wanted. So that was her goal. So when we talked about it, there was this certain doubt, I don't think I'll get it. I don't think I'm good enough. I just don't feel like it's going to come to me. And and every week it would kind of go on and off, until one day, I told her, it's do you want this? She's like, yes. So you need to commit to this. You really need to put in the effort. So she started, mental diet, affirming, intending, easy, because she was affirming and intending like crazy. But I told her, take it easy, believe it, trust yourself. And she went to do the interview for her internship. And while in the interview, she met somebody, this other person who was also going for the same position. They interacted, and turns out that they had a lot in common. So they exchanged phone numbers. And since then, they've been in constant communications as friends, because that's something that she was seeking. She was seeking to build relationships of friendship. She went into the interview super confident, and she walks out of the interview, and they hired her on the spot, which is actually,
yeah. Yay! You guys should see me over here. Ivan says she was smiling, and I start to I look like a little Crest kid. So exciting! Yay!
Yeah, it was so exciting because she got it. She's like, oh my God, I was listening to you, and you told me take it easy, take it easy, take it easy. And I went with such confidence because I put in the work like you told me to and commit to it. And I got the job. I got a great friend, and she even got some gifts from the SP, but who cares about them, right?
Amazing.
She got some little gifts, but now she's realizing how confidence is key to manifesting. My second success story is this wonderful girl who I spoke to her, and with her I only had 1 session. Well, we had 2, but the first one is where the success came from the first one. She called me, and she basically told me that she was really stressed out and really anxious about, her SP never contacting her. She's always having to initiate plans, conversations. If she doesn't reach out, he doesn't reach back. If he doesn't contact her. So she was just I'm tired of the same old thing. I want him to start initiating, but he never does. And I told her, well, you're sticking to the old story that this is who he is. So you're attaching that concept onto your SP. Therefore, you're not going to get any progress. So we had this very pleasant conversation to, those conversations that us as coaches were like kind of pumped up and excited because, we're feeding off one another. And, it was such a great conversation, almost like a friendly conversation. And I remind myself, wait a minute, you're supposed to guide her. You're supposed to guide her. But she was having fun through this process to where she's like, oh my God, Ivan, like, I get it. Like, I get it. And like, she was like, at the end of the conversation, she's like, I'm going to do this. I know I'm going to get it. And I'm going to get it. We did some intentions and affirmations of self-concept. It's like, this is mine. This is mine. Well, the following day, I get a message, an email saying, my SP contacted me this evening and we have plans to go out this weekend. She's like, what is going on? And the second session was about her like being in disbelief because she ended up having the date. She ended up having like a wonderful time. And she like came to me, she's like, now I understand this concept. So I want to continue my journey on working on myself. So that's why she booked another session. And what was awesome about it is that the second session was more about her. And we hardly even mentioned the SP. Not that SPs are not important, they are important, but it all starts from within. Mm-hmm. Now, our third success story is this person who was very, very negative. And I asked for her permission to say if it's okay for me to tell people that she was very, very negative. She's like, it's fine. She, throughout the whole conversation, it was like, nope, doesn't work for me. Tried it. Yeah, doesn't work. Yeah, I'll give it a try, I guess. And it was like that the entire conversation. So as we're getting to the last 20 minutes of our session, I'm just like, I'm going to give you some self-love, okay? The reason these things don't work out for you is because you don't believe in yourself, because you don't have trust in yourself, because you're not allowing yourself to actually experience what the universe or your higher self or God could give to you. You're not allowing it because you're limiting yourself. So anytime you're talking about affirmations or intentions, you're like, yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah, tried it. No, so we're getting that. So that's exactly where you're getting back. You're getting like, no, it doesn't work for you. No, yeah, sorry, you don't believe it. It's not going to work for you. Mm-hmm. So she's like, okay, I get it. It's like, so we're going to stick to a plan. And we created these really cool, like, I like to customize like a little plan of action for them, for my clients, like try this because I think this would work better for you because it seems you're more like your anxiety takes over your whole manifestation process. So let's start easing it up. Let's work on you and knowing that you trust and believe it. And I gave her some affirmations and intentions, which I'm going to give to you later. And within, let's say, a weekend, she books a session the following week, and she gets back to me and is like, I started working on myself and me only, like you told me to. And, my SP invited me out on a Sunday evening, and we had lunch, and we went on an amazing little walk. We had a very nice conversation, but throughout the whole thing, what I was so impressed was I didn't let any negative thought come to my mind, and I fully enjoyed it. And it's almost like he was feeding off that energy that I'm enjoying myself, and he was giving me more and more and more and more. And I was just like, yeah, this is what it's all about, people. Like, it's and she was just like, I just loved it. Like, I felt so great. Like, it was amazing. And she was so excited. She's like, I want to continue on self-concept. Like, what else? What is it? What more? She's like, no, I don't want to be so anxious about you. Remember, let it come easy. Let it be, have fun with it. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So those were my 3 success stories. And kind of what we worked around, all 3 of them, was this self-concept and finding confidence within what it is that they desire. Not having any opposing thoughts to what they want, knowing and trusting that what they want is already theirs. We also talked about owning their creations. In the past, you create so many things that you neglect to see because you're so anxious about, I want it now, that you forget about all the wonderful things you've already created. So it's something that was like, let's start owning up to the good and the bad, because you need to become accountable for what you do. And so when we get to this present moment, you start creating great things because you become aware, because I create good and bad in my past, but now I'm ready to create the best for me. Okay. So those were kind of like things that we worked on with all three of these clients. And yeah, it was such an amazing time.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I am so over the moon about this. Like, as Ivan was saying his second success story, like, you guys can't see me over here. I don't know if you can tell. I'm not wearing eyelashes today. Thank goodness, because I was getting a little bit teary. And Ivan and I had talked about all this before we started the video, you guys. But Ivan, I have to tell you how your confidence as a coach and as a person is like emanating because of your commitment to what you're doing. You're showing up for your clients. You're giving them tough love. You're being there for them, and then you're able to tell the successes to the rest of us. So like, you're changing too. I've never said this in a video, but I see you changing, which is so cool. I just want to add that in because I'm seriously getting teary. This keeps on happening during our videos, and I got to figure out. But I just love this, that you, first of all, like, you stuck to your guns. So with your clients, it's really obvious that you're from a place, like you said, of tough love, but in ownership of wanting to help them succeed. You're giving them the tools to really work on what we all need to be working on, which is at the core of all of our issues, which is ourselves.
Yes. And right? A perfect example of that, what you said, and I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me, especially because I feel like I'm your gay husband. We feel like, it's like feeding off each other's vibe, and I think we have a great energy, chemistry together. But one of the things that you pointed out is, like, if you look my first video to the video that we're filming today, like, I feel more confident because I started intending and affirming every time I film a video, I'm going to become more confident, and I'm going to give out more information that is like, that it's going to reach out to people and it's going to help them. So the intentions and the affirmation work when you believe in yourself. And I'm proof of it, with the change that you've seen from my first video, which I was like, I
remember, I know.
Now I have better lighting.
Well, and you're wearing the shirt that has, is it a parrot? Is it a flamingo? Something.
It's a parrot, yeah. I wore this because I want people to chill out. So it's kind of like a Hawaiian vibe. So it's kind of like chill.
I love that. And I think that it's just such a wonderful concept, because if you are one of these clients, or you tend to be in your life, have a similar theme of negative, looking at everything as negative, things don't work for me, this isn't going to work for me, the tools don't work for me, it's okay, because you too can be turned around.
Yes.
Right? No one's a lost cause. No one is broken. We're all perfect within. We just have to really re-engineer and rework our mental space to learn a new story about ourselves, which I think was really key to these clients, and getting them out of that anxious zone and realizing that you're manifesting, which you're doing all the time, constantly with your thoughts anyways. It can be like in the flow. It can work for you. But I think too, what it shows too is when you're anxious about the SP, when you're so anxious about it and it hasn't happened and we need it to happen, there's really something within you that needs to happen first. Yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to share kind of some of the intentions and affirmations I share with these clients. And they all are around ourselves and allowing ourselves to believe. So let's start. I am deciding today I will approve of myself completely. I am deciding today to allow myself to receive. Today, tomorrow, and always, I choose me. I allow my power to create the perfect life for me. I am trusting myself to create a world of peace and love for myself. I love that I have created so much wonder. I am ready to create more. Confidence comes easy to me. My past are my lessons. My present is my growth. My future is my joy. There you go.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Like, I always tell Ivan, I have such a good day on Fridays because we always film his videos together on Fridays. Oh, I let a secret out there. I have such a good day after because I just like absorb all of Ivan's beautiful intentions, and it's like they hit me like little waves of energy. So thank you so much for being you and bringing that beauty to our team. It's very authentic and real.
I love being part of Create Your Future. It's amazing. And before I end my part, I wanted to share one of my favorite quotes from Neville Goddard. And I really like this quote because I think anytime you're feeling like something is missing, or you're maybe losing some sort of hope and you're letting the anxiety creep in, there's this quote that I love, which is, "I did it, I am doing it, and I will continue to do it until that which I have done is perfectly externalized within my world." There you go.
I love that. There you go, you guys. That just sums it all up. Wow, so many beautiful tips in this video. So we've gone over how to use your anxiety really to your advantage, create the new you through being in a new state, and then also those juicy intentions, which I think are just going to make everyone's day and life better. Thank you so much. So like I always say, the link for booking and coaching with Ivan is in the box below. Thank you one more time for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And we'll see you in the next video. Have an awesome day, you guys.